better
could be a
heroes on
could
this
be a
patch.
support.
Could also be safe lane.
Yeah.
Interesting that they picked that into Spirit Breaker. Her stun isn't the easiest to land against charge. She's generally pretty fragile. Doesn't deal with the tombstone very well at all.
The Spirit Breaker will be very scared
Generally
once she
takes
picks
time.
up something like a Yule Scepter.
Yeah.
So if this is a core Lena, you're going to get that at a pretty decent timing.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah.
Safe lane Lenas tend to get that at like 9 to 11 minutes with boots or boots tier 2. So.
These lanes could get kind of ugly for TongFu. I feel like picking Earthshaker or Lina, if they just get caught off in the jungle, being chased around by Spirit Breaker and dying Gyro, they're not going to be winning like those engagements. Now they get the Witch Doctor. There is some serious aggressive tri-lane or even dual lane potential here from HGT.
Timbersaw, interesting choice here from TongFu, a hero that's not that popular on this patch.
That is interesting.
You hardly ever see him, mainly because of the burst damage. Like, your reactive armor can never kick in, but if he ends up laning up against this Spirit Breaker on the top lane, then he actually won't be doing too bad. It's a good matchup for him.
I guess it's very easy for him to stack up reactive armor against Tombstone as well.
He's not very good against Gyrocopter in the laning stage, though.
Yeah.
That Rocket Barrage just ruins him, especially with the fact that there's no cast point anymore.
But right now, like, are we looking at aggro tri-lanes coming out from China, or especially this match for HGT?
They could easily dual lane as well, I feel like, for HGT. It's just a very flexible opening for them. TongFu feels a little more like static and locked in. They've got kind of immobile heroes in the Earthshaker Lina. The Shadow Fiend's going to need protection in the mid lane. I guess the main question mark is this going to be a support or a core Lina?
Yeah, it's still open-ended.
And are you sure it's a core Spirit Breaker for HGT instead of Undying?
It doesn't have to be. That's the thing, is like you really don't know what they want to do.
If you put support Spirit Breaker, you put a lot more pressure on the mid lane.
They can just constantly gank Shadow Fiend.
Yeah.
I mean, Earthshaker is likely to camp there, but then you're tying him up, and that frees up whoever
Then
bottom,
Undying
the
Witch
dire
Doctor
off
could
lane.
just...
They could just go ham on the bottom
Yeah.
lane. They could also pick like a strong safe lane solo here and just go full aggressive tri-lane. I feel like HGT can pretty much do any laning setup they want, really.
This is a good list rec ban. I think that's what HGT would have looked for.
It's very good against Timbersaw.
Good in the mid lane, good against Timbersaw, good against Shadow Fiend in the mid lane with any sort of charge gank. Good for team fighting, good for the early game team fights, which it really looks like HGT are going to favor that. So.
Alright, well, HGT thinking about this final pick here, still very open-ended. A lot of different ways they could take this one. What else have they been prioritizing? They have been playing a fair bit of Dragon Knight as well.
Well, that'll give him that'll at least give him like high ground breaching abilities, because that's the one thing I'm feeling from both these teams yet. When SF gets a lot more farm, then it's great. Okay, we're not going to get that. It's just survivability with the Viper.
This is basically the better laning version of a Dragon Knight. You're up against the Shadow Fiend, you put Dragon Knight mid, he's going to get completely out CS'd and out farm. But this gives them some kill potential and just a lot of zoning potential in the mid lane.
Timber isn't the worst against Viper though.
Yeah,
because of all the pure damage. Viper, yes, you build tankiness, but you generally build it through magic resistance and through the burst heal of a book. And Timber can blow up really fast if he gets done by pretty much anything that TongFu has.
I wonder what TongFu won here. I feel like they're just a very... They need a lot of farm is one of the things. Timbersaw Shadow Fiend need quite a bit to come online. They're not really the best when lanes are constantly swapping up and rotating, and it looks like that's what HGT want to do, is just break the lane stage down super early.
Ender.
We're going to see the X. The never-ending...
Maybe. I mean, I would not have... I'm not sure what to make of that last pick, LC. I don't see how that ties the whole thing together, quite honestly.
The main area where we've seen him, I feel like, is versus Brood, just to kill off the spider lanes with overwhelming odds.
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually considering whether they would go for something like an Abaddon and then put the Lina on core, so they had double defensive supports to just prevent the early game roaming. One thing else can do, of course, is the attack. They can remove a couple of stuns here. It's not really that
Basso type spell to remove.
Perhaps just the lane presence of LC will force HGT, because no matter who HGT safe lane, well, if it's a gyro, then LC does better than quite a few offlaners. You buy a lot of regen in the start. She doesn't really suffer too much from having to buy, let's say, 8 tangos in a salve, and you have a built-in heal and press the attack. So maybe you can outlast the gyro in lane. Maybe that's the idea.
The double mango strat.
Or if it's an aggressive tri-lane, then they're probably expecting that it will be LC versus any of their melee heroes, so either Undying or a Spirit Breaker. And she does very well in melee versus melee matchups. So.
I think it's our time to also bid farewell to you guys. So,
so
enjoy the game. We'll catch you on the flip side.
All right. No predictions? You guys are just dodging?
Oh, my prediction for this game, HGT is going to roll over them with the Undying. Like it just, like there's so much power coming out from this that they can gain such a huge early game advantage that TongFu just will have no control of the jungle. The SF's going to get bottlenecked up.
Yeah, I second that. This is a very scary, aggressive dire draft.
All right. Send. Well, with that, we're going to take over here. Do you agree? I also feel HGT just has the much stronger laning setup here.
Yeah, they have the better draft, and they're probably also the favorites going in just in terms of raw execution and skill. So if the drafts were swapped, I think it would be a little more
It'd be like almost
a little
50-50.
hard to call. But yeah, I'm very skeptical, especially about the Timbersaw pick, which Toby was right. It is going to be a safe lane hero for Kabu. I don't really consider this their position 1 in this game, but I don't know. Their laning setups are actually really weird.
I mean, what does Timber bring? I guess you get reactive armor stacks from the zombies, which is kind of nice, but I mean, that doesn't feel like a reason in and of itself to pick the hero.
He's playing against a double melee lane, though. That's something
true.
Whirling Death is really good against.
There are 2 melee heroes here, and the Gyro, who's, I'd say, like pseudo melee to some extent when he doesn't have flak enabled anyway, but
Yeah.
even then.
Did I say double melee? I meant double strength. But yeah, they're also melee. So that's even better. This is a great matchup.
You did say double melee, but I'll roll with it, man. Okay, offlane Legion Commander as well here. We're going to see Red taking the offlane. And how are you feeling about the way the lanes are shaping up so far? Offlane Legion up against a dual lane. Looks like HGT want to run a 2-1-2. So you've got Viper on Shadowfiend mid. Pretty classic matchup there. And then that pesky Undying that Toby was talking about will be looking to make things difficult here in the offlane.
I actually think this bottom lane for HGT could get a little bit tricky. They're probably expecting that. I don't think these were the lanes they were expecting, first off. And if the good rotation from Shaker, Spirit Breaker can get away, but if Undying gets blocked by a Fissure, that's going to be a very easy
Looks
kill
like
for them.
top lane, our Legion Commander going to take a pretty big beating here. Red will be okay, but heavily harassed.
He's going to use a salve already.
I mean, the one X factor, of course, is always that Spirit Breaker. He can always just look to gank mid. I think, like you said, that they're expecting the offlane Timber and then the Shaker just camping on mid, basically. But they're not getting that so far. This could be the first blood of the TI5 qualifiers as Red looks to run away. But ZSMJ on the hunt here. We'll have another Rocket Barrage in just a moment or so. And he's going to let it fly. He keeps the vision on him. Red dropping pretty low. Not dead just yet, though. And he will barely survive. Close stuff there.
That Rocket Barrage nerf.
Nice fissure block. Lina stun off the mark. The Tombstone gets dropped. He's going to charge through too. They work on the Tombstone as a trio, and they will bring it down rather quickly. That will take a lot of the wind out of HGT sails here in the offlane. That early game Tombstone, not very scary.
Yeah, Spirit Breakers here in this lane, that's going to be very difficult for them to kill. I think if they got the same position on Undying, that would have been the first blood for them for sure. But yeah.
So
Very
far,
aggressive play in both lanes, but
I mean, so far, I guess the thing to note here is there's no kills, but Red's regen has been chewed through, and HGT, they're winning the farm battle here so far. They've got 3 heroes around 10 CS already.
yeah, Spirit Breaker actually out farming the Timber in this lane 2-on-3 is not what's supposed to happen for Tom. You know?
No.
They need kills to make up for this. Also, just the relevance of what they're farming. Timbersaw definitely is good with farm, but when you look at the timing of what the teams are going to do, actually, we're going to have a Fissure on Kaki. Oh, it's on the wrong side.
They do get the Lina stun this time, but that's not enough as XTT, he sees opportunity, charges in, gets the initial bash from Melody Lovers. Tombstone deployed. This will be the first blood. Big damage from Kabu, though. Almost finishes off, but now the decay comes out and the zombies start to pile up. He might not even get Kaka in the end, and now another charge, a bash as well. He does stick up, continues to try and retreat through the trees, and in the meanwhile, Red also under heavy pursuit top will fall to the Maledict in the end. But that is the potential of this HGT draft. They're running a 2-on-2. They win the 2v3 matchup. Now they're crushing the Legion Commander. This is just not going the way that they were hoping for.
Yeah, this is the worst thing that could happen. This lane is actually over. If you lose a 2-on-3 lane like that, if the two hero side gets 2 kills, you're not coming back in this lane as the Shaker. He is actually deciding to go back here. The problem is, like, where else would he go? That's kind of the weakness of their draft.
They're not ganking mid. He can't do anything except defensively fissure.
Ganking the Viper is going to be really difficult. Ganking the top lane is going to be impossible, and they just going to have to resort to pulling and trying to play defensively. But now there's a haste on XTT.
Oh,
this could be a problem in the mid lane.
Spotted.
Good wards.
It'll be okay for now.
Yeah.
but your Shadow Fiend is going to back off. 09 doesn't want any part of that. It looks like that Spearbreaker will find his brethren in the jungle. Oh, gets Fissure blocked out. He has a Tango, very slow to eat it. I think he thought he could just squeeze his fat butt through, but that was not the case.
So actually, I said this lane is over. There is a potential comeback here, and Timbersaw has to do it, all of it, actually. That's pretty much the only hope, is that they Kabu to level 6, and at that point they get some sort of good opening. With
They have to burst quickly, though. If Spearbreaker gets off a charge, the tombstone goes down, there's like 1 to 2
This is how they do it.
There's the burst combo, but now the Soul Rip coming out, the charge forward from Kaka, he just goes in, and they'll get that first kill. Timber Chain not going to connect the zombies. It's a stick up on Kabu, but McKay focus on LPC will end his life as well. And the zombies, they keep on going. They've got a quarter of the tombstone duration still available here, and they'll use it with a charge forward. A couple more auto attacks, another bash. That magic damage doing work. Kabu almost dead to a decay. Do they have it? XTT gets nuked and will fall. It's a triple for Kaka. What a start here for HGT.
He's 5-0 on Undying.
I mean, sorry,
That
like,
ain't
are we gonna see? You know, I think we'll see some Undying. Man, we are already seeing some major Undying pickups.
Yeah. The question is what he goes for. You know, if you're really farmed with Undying, you can consider something like Guardian Greaves, but I still think they want to get the mech on the Viper. So it's... I actually wouldn't be surprised to see him going for it now. He's probably, like, usually at this point you want to get tier 2 boots on Undying, either the Arcanes or sometimes you get treads, maybe a value cloak or something, and just tank up, build toward a mech. He's going to get the treads here. So that makes, the Viper's already getting the mech. If Viper wasn't, I would say Arcane boots into mech and then Greaves here would actually be a good choice. But
yeah. As you would expect with the way the lanes have developed,
looks like.
These supports are getting pretty heavily out-leveled, and Lina a decent comeback support to some extent as far as farming goes, but it really feels like HGT are not going to stop here. They just want to keep on diving towers, applying pressure, spreading the map. You can see they did ward off that Shadow Fiend's big camp near mid lane a while ago, but hold that thought because we're having a potential dive here on Kabu. Double damage cow. Not someone you want to be fighting.
Yeah, he even disrupted their combo pool. Lina didn't get to connect it in the jungle, so because of that, the Radiant's going to be pushing. This is a really good position for them to be in. They're not as dependent on position now as they would have been earlier, because, well, it went really well for them already, so they're probably fine anywhere, but this is what you often want to happen in your offlane. You want to go and find the combo pool, you want to disrupt it, get the lane back in a good, safe position for yourself, and they're getting everything they want out of this offlane right now. Their Dying is almost level 6. Experience is the safe lane Timber.
Ridiculous, man.
That's 2 on 3.
Just go straight into the Tread's magic wand. Just wants to tank up and
good
continue to
rotation
face rush.
IPC is doing what he needs to do now.
It looks like they're going to make a move with the Shaker on the mid lane potentially, but not going to find an opening as this Viper
ward
will just back off.
This ward was placed about 40 seconds ago, so they are ready for it.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, this isn't happening for IPC now.
And that is really one of the downsides the way TongFu drafted is they don't have that big playmaking here until they get a Blink Dagger on the Legion commander, or maybe a Yules on Lina if she were a core, but of course as a support, we're not likely to see that. They just don't have anyone who can really Spirit Breaker's done. Just dive you, set something up from across the map, and as a result, good warding will keep them out of trouble.
Good news for TongFu though is that Kabu did get level 6, and I think it makes their lane twice as strong.
Oh, they're going to make a go bottom. They want to burst down XTT. They don't get off the Soul Rip here in time. Kaka now on the chase starts mauling Melody Lovers. Will bring him pretty low. Will he fall? And the zombies continue to stack up, but they bring in Red as well. He gets the kill. This zombie cannot be stopped. He's a one-man army. He just keeps on clubbing Red. Now the cast will come out. Not going to bounce its way forward. And they get another decay, another double kill. Kaka, somebody take this zombie down. They can't do it. 3 dead. It is actually just turning into an episode of The Walking Dead here, Sind. But there's no farm to retreat to. Now a charge on mid, and that's it.
Radiant's bottom tower
Wow.
is under attack.
Wow.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Grounded.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Death tax.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
You be a
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Where's my pension?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
From this plane, I am driven.
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Endurance run.
bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
Illusion.
This will do nicely.
Just what the doctor ordered. Oh, look at it go!
Roshan has fallen to the Dire. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Invisibility!
Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
All fall down.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
No, this is not happening!
Unstoppable. Monster triple kill!
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Quick sprint.
Here's my pension. a ritual.
You should have stopped when you lost. My thanks.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Haste!
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Death tax.
Illusion!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has been denied. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack.
Gold!
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
Invisibility. Where's my pension?
No pulse. To the dust return. Haste! Endurance run!
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Illusion! Triple kill! Quick sprint.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
I'll take that.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
After burning.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's middle barracks are under attack.
Let's heat things up.
Endurance run.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Victory will be ours!
You can't keep me grounded.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Finally came for me.
Dominating.
That worked? That worked!
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire